up, everyone? I am back with the with the Ubisoft E3 reaction, and holy fucking shit! Like this, for the first 3 conferences, I was just like, why are we starting this on like Fridays and Saturdays? And like this is alright, and I was disappointed. And Ubisoft brought all the hope and all the joy and all the happiness back. They were great, they were awesome, they were fantastic, and right off the bat, they kicked it off with Rabbid, and something I liked, and a lot of other people did too, was the fact that they had the developer of the game, and they had Mario up there too, and he was like saying how much it means that Miyamoto supported this game, and how much Miyamoto said, don't make a Mario game, make your own game. I want something unique and different, and it's like he burst into tears, and that was adorable. And yeah, and then to talk more specifically about the game, they just talked about how the game's been in 3 years of development, so that shows this is not like something they just pumped out. I like the humor. Look, I don't like the rabbits. They're like minions, they're annoying, they're stupid, but I did chuckle a couple times, like when you had Rabbid Peach talking to, like, or looking at the other Peaches, like, oh, that dress, or like that hair, it was funny. She's very sassy. And then Luigi Rabbid, I know we've seen his outfit before, but like with the fact that it's the whole thing, it reminds me of what is it, the guy from the Animaniacs, Yakko, yeah, with his long clothes. It's very weird, but it's goofy and silly. And then here's the weird part: it is a turn-based cover shooter. Basically, it's XCOM mixed with Mario, mixed with Rabbid, which is just such a weird combination. But it works. It looks awesome because, again, it's just XCOM, so you don't have to worry about some weird platforming or some weird RPG. This is XCOM. Who pulled that out of their ass? I never know, but still. And it's coming August 29th. So with that, my Switch, the Switch requirements are complete. I'm gonna go buy a Switch in August because we've got Skyrim with Zelda, we've got Mario Odyssey, we've got now Rabbids, we've got like Splatoon. I need to buy a Switch to get the DLC for Breath of the Wild. So yeah, so congratulations, Nintendo, you got my money. Not right now, but eventually, by the end of the year, I will have a Switch. And then they briefly talked about Assassin's Creed. I've already talked about that before, but again, real quick, looks good, looks great. I just don't know if it's enough of a shake-up. As an AC fan, I love it. I'm gonna get it. I'm afraid the series is just gonna burn out again. There doesn't really seem to be anything that saves the series. But speaking of something that does shake up, and that is a reinvention, The Crew 2. I really didn't care about The Crew 1 because I don't care about racing. The only thing that was kind of neat to me was the fact that you can drive the entire country of America. You can drive from New York to LA and whatnot, and like obviously it was a truncated version of the US, but you can still, it was a big environment for you to drive. This one, they're up in the ante. They're doing planes, bikes, hovercrafts, dirt bikes, like basically there's this expanded roster of vehicles you can control, streetcars, dirt rally, yada yada. And then yeah, and the other thing was they were just showing, like it's not just races like wherever, like you have planes going through buildings and like flying underneath and around the Golden Gate Bridge. So again, I still don't care because it's a racing game and I really don't care that much about racing games. But if I can get like enough friends to convince me or whatever, I could see myself playing it because that's a great, like that's just one of those silly, arcadey, goofy, let's go race, hop on online and talk as we play games. And then they talked about South Park. It's more of the same. South Park looks great, looks awesome. They're due in October 17th, so yep, we'll see about that. Elijah Wood is helping them make some VR experience called Confernce. Apparently it's like a horror, psychological VR title. Looks cool. Don't have a VR headset, not for me. Then they talked about their pirate game, Skull and Bones, which looks great. It's got 5v5 PvP. There's sea monsters. There's the thing that makes me excited but also extremely disappointed is the fact that it looks just like AC, like the gameplay of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and that's good for a game, but for me it's just like, I don't know, again, because I love AC, it's like, why couldn't you just do another Assassin's Creed game? Like, that's my only complaint, is just like, it feels like they, even though they're Ubisoft, they couldn't use the license for Assassin's Creed, so they just like, alright, well, cool, we'll make a new game about pirates, that way it has nothing to do with assassins, we don't have to worry about any of that other stuff, it's just pirates, pirate setting, but with sea monsters, so we can have the Kraken and mermaids and other fantastical stuff. It doesn't have to be realistic, it doesn't have to be grounded, we can just do whatever we want. But again, it's just like, because Black Flag nailed it so well, I don't know what this game can offer more. But again, they just said like it's online, you can play with your friends, you can make teams and all that. So yeah, it looks fun, it looks great. Again, for me, it's just, as the Assassin's Creed fan in me, is like, it's a rip off of Black Flag, so why do we really need this? Then they also, something I do admire is, a lot of people complain about E3 press conferences, they go long, they're freaking boring, yada yada. This one was, they had Just Dance, but what they did is, they had like, these super hardcore, like, Sub-Zero mask, like, beatboxers, and then these, like, J-pop, like, girls come out, and then they had like a panda bear and like a scarf or whatever, and then they had a chick come out, sing a quick song, and then that was it. She was just like, Just Dance, it's coming out this year, alright, we're done. Because again, like, that's, and to be fair, that's all you really need for Just Dance. You don't need a demo, you don't need a track list, you don't need that. Just like, hey, here's a quick little performance, game's coming out, you know what Just Dance is, we'll give you the nitty-gritty later. So I do like that. I thought, like, all things considered, that was the best way to present Just Dance. Then after that, they talked about South Park, the phone controller. My notes are, I freaked that fuck out because, obviously, South Park 1 is about Dungeons and Dragons, South Park 2 is about superheroes, and then they started with South Park with cowboys. And as like someone who loves cowboys, like Red Dead's my favorite game of all time, the fact that they were doing, South Park was doing cowboys, I lost my shit. I just couldn't like type fast enough. And then what they explained is basically, they're taking the structure of the first game, so the turn-based battles and whatnot, and they're just throwing everything. So now we have cowboys, pirates, Indians, spaceman, like basically just any kid's plaything. So yeah, it looks awesome. It looks like the Fractured Butthole on the go. So that's awesome, that's great, and you know, that's one of, it's gonna be microtransaction to hell, but like I can totally see it where it's like you build up, like they'll give you like every single character in South Park. Like before, I think you only played with the kids. This one I could see there's a Mr. Garrison pack, or like a Randy pack. Like they'll just give you every access to every character. So that's awesome. But again, that's just me purely speculating. But as it is, the game looks great. Then they did this weird game called Starlink Battle for Atlantis, which is people are definitively dubbing No Man's Skylanders, which is like it's like a Skylander game, except you plug the toy into the controller itself, and it sits on the controller as you play. And you can like swap up the parts for the spaceship in real time. So that's cool. It's not coming out till fall next year, so it's way off. But I am intrigued to see like because by that point, Skylanders and Infinity will basically have been dead for a while. Like I know they're just saying, oh, we're taking a break for now, but right now the only one left on the market is Lego Dimensions, and even then they're like kind of slowly parsing out their year 2 as opposed to announcing year 3. So I'm kind of curious to see how does this, like, what is the benefit of having the little thing on there, or is it purely just you want more money? But as it is, I like the art style. It was very reminiscent of Saints Row and very goofy, cartoony, silly. But besides that, the main thing is the spaceship on the thing. Then they also explained how Steep is getting like an expansion for the Olympics. So there's, which like is fucking genius as all hell, because last year is like, oh cool, it's a sports extreme game, whatever. You got skiing, you got paragliding, whatever. And then they stealth-made it in an Olympic game. That is clever marketing on Ubisoft's part, where especially with like I personally don't know, but I assume with all the updates and the patches and everything, the game's probably much better than when it was when it launched. So the fact they stealth released an Olympic game like that is kudos to them. That's clever. And then the last one, and then there was briefly a bit of Far Cry 5. The one thing I will say is, despite the fact that it's about taking out a cult and like these super alt-right political crazy nut job kind of people, the game had a very funny sense of humor, great like soundtrack, and the fact that you have like a dog as one of your companions and he can like kill enemies, take them down, and then like he'll carry their gun over and you can pick it up out of his mouth, and like, so that's adorable. It's goofy and silly. It's glad to see that even though the subject matter is a little bit more serious, they're still having fun with it. They're not being super grim and dark with it. So that's good to see. And then the last one was Beyond Good and Evil 2. And yeah, it was, the trailer was great, the animation was beautiful, the characters, the environments, everything was great. They didn't say a release date or anything else, but just the fact that the developer was like in such tears, he's literally bursted down in tears. Talking about how much the game meant and how much, like, how long this has been in gestating and how long he wants and how well he wants it to work. But yeah, so it's one of those things. Ubisoft did it because again they got me to buy a Switch. I am interested in The Crew 2 and a bunch of other games. So really, like, PlayStation's up next. Which I'm sure they will do fantastic, but yeah, I think, at least so far, Ubisoft has won E3 for me, because they were able to have a long press conference as opposed to Bethesda. Not too long with Microsoft, where there was a lot of fluff, and then EA was just kind of nonsense, so, I think Ubisoft did a great job, they did awesome, and, like, the fact that the majority of those games are all coming out this year is, something that's awesome. I look forward to. So yes, I am going to go make myself dinner. Hopefully my computer's not overexploded, because, oh boy, it is still hot. It is a scorcher for us. And I will see you guys for the PlayStation 1, because we're gonna get The Last of Us 4. Even though this is a time capsule, so, you know, the next video will be me looking like a dumbass.